Hi, everyone, and welcome to our weekly webinar today, March 4th. We're so happy and so excited to be here with you. Just remember to have notebook, pencil, pen, computer, where you write down all of your weekly notes from our webinars. And here we have with us Angela Rodriguez, who has prepared this amazing presentation. So make sure that you have somewhere to write down and take all of your notes. If you have any questions, just feel free to add them on the chat and we will solve them for you. So let's say hi and welcome in Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hi, thank you, Cynthia. Yes, I keep my planner with me, and as we're like going through different presentations or different ideas, I just try to like sort these things out on my weekly planner. You're not going to get them all done in one afternoon a lot of times, but you can spread out these tasks throughout the week to have a nice varied to-do list to keep growing in your business. So this is our very first webinar for the month of March 2024. Today we're going to talk about skincare. So we'll start with the Vital Use Basic Skincare Set, and we'll keep talking about that throughout the month because obviously that is a big focus for us. For our business tools, we'll talk about different manuals and resources that are available to us. For prospecting tips, we're going to talk about vendor events and how those can be really helpful for creating a larger network and meeting more prospects. For our sales project, I'm going to show you how to, oh, actually, that's our tech tip. Sorry, I mixed that up. So for our tech tip, we're going to update our LinkTree with current promos and focus areas. And our project is going to be, actually, we're going to talk a little bit more about that trip to Switzerland and how to calculate your goals for that and find all of the different reports and things that you'll be looking for throughout these next 10 months as we all work on earning that trip to our origin country from Switzerland. So let's get ready to roll and start with our product spotlight. So let us know in the chat if you already have the Vital Use Basic Skincare Set. This includes the cleansing gel with Provence Rose, the day cream, and the night cream. This is a great starter set for anyone who's just getting rolling with our skincare system. They have a lot of key ingredients and key skincare functions that are going to work really well for mature skin, sensitive skin, aging skin, almost aging skin, dry skin, etc. They have so many natural properties with essential oils and botanical extracts that give you really high quality skincare, but in a natural way. So when we are talking about the Vital Use Cleansing Gel, some of the key ingredients that you're going to find in this are Edelweiss extract, which is like our main antioxidant property. Remember, when we say antioxidant, we're talking about something that neutralizes free radicals. Free radicals will come from the environment, from the sun, pollution, some of the foods we eat, etc. And it's just free radicals kind of mess with our skin cells and make them do things that they're not supposed to. It can cause premature aging, and other issues with our cells. So we do want to make sure that we're incorporating a good antioxidant like Edelweiss extract into our skincare routine. Edelweiss is also soothing and protecting for our skin. Provence Rose extract is slightly astringent, so this is going to improve the appearance of our pores, tighten them up a little bit, and improve the texture of our skin. And then there are other essential oils and vitamin B5 in this as well, to just help our skin be nourished and feeling its best. So this is for all skin types. It's very high concentration, so a little bit goes a long way. We'll get 3 months of use out of one bottle, even using it twice a day. It gently removes impurities and makeup residue, and it does not damage our skin's natural protective layer. There are a lot of over-the-counter, there's a lot of face care products out there that over dry our skin, and this does a good job of protecting it, even though it gets it really clean. And there's a pleasant rose aroma. We like that, a little endorphin boost from all of our products that smell so lovely. Then this set also includes the Vital Use Hydrating Day Cream. So this has the Alpine Moisture Complex. That means that we have key ingredients like Edelweiss, that antioxidant, with Swiss glacier water, and they are encapsulated in liposomes. So this is taking a little bit of science to get our key ingredients into liposomes so that they can absorb into the deeper layers of our skin and work their magic there. So that's what the Alpine Moisture Complex is taking our key ingredients, encapsulating them in liposomes so that they can get into the deeper layers of our skin. This also has summer snowflake extract, which it has energy conservation properties to slow down aging, reduce signs of stress on our skin. Another really cool ingredient that is special to this product is the hyaluronic acid stimulant. So it's a stimulant that's in this product that's going to stimulate our skin's own production of hyaluronic acid, helping it stay moisturized in its own way, right? And it also has sweet almond oil, shea butter, and vitamin B5, which are rich moisturizers as well. This is great for preventing premature aging by adequately hydrating the skin and protecting the skin against free radicals. All right, and then the last product in this set is the Redensifying Night Cream. Obviously, we use this one at night, the other one during the day. This also has the Alpine Moisture Complex, and this product has crocus extract. So this is going to improve cell communication, give us that increased production of keratinocytes, collagen, elastin, and all of those work towards skin renewal. You notice such a difference when you start using this night cream. If you take a picture of what your skin looks like at night and then in the morning after you've used this, it's such a big difference. Not only is your skin getting to rest and regenerate overnight, but this is going to boost all of those natural functions that it's doing. So as your body rests, your skin increases its effort to repair all that environmental damage, and this cream really helps move that along more efficiently. Okay, so think about it. Who do you know who is looking for simple, efficient skincare, who wants anti-aging and antioxidant properties, who are looking for natural, gentle ingredients that don't overdry their skin or damage that protective barrier that we naturally have on our skin, and who also are looking for aromas that promote that endorphin release, right? A lot of people with sensitive skin especially have to do fragrance-free everything. This was me before I started with youth. And it's so nice to have pleasant aromas that don't come from artificial fragrances and are really adaptable for sensitive skin. So now we want you to focus this week and all month on selling these skincare products, right? We're promoting them and selling them with direct product links. So just a quick reminder again, how could we sell the basic skincare set and share a direct product link via message on social media, put it as a link sticker in your stories? We've talked about all these things. Make sure you're doing those basic steps of open your own personal used website in a browser like Chrome or Edge, etc. Then click on your menu and go to shop to go to your Shopify website. When you're in Shopify, this is where we see sale prices, which is important when we're sharing something that's on sale. Open up, go to the actual set that you're promoting and click on the name of it to open up the actual product page. Which would look like this. And you'll see there's a URL at the top of that product page on your shopping website. You just click up on that URL and you're going to see a box kind of pop up where it's going to highlight that whole link. You click copy and you're good to go. You just take it and paste it wherever you are going to share it, whether it's in WhatsApp status, your Facebook and Instagram stories with a sticker, in a description on a Facebook post or reel. It could be on your LinkTree. It could be, what am I forgetting? There's lots of different places to share these, but share it in a direct message to someone you've been talking with so that they can click and shop right away. And we have a special treat for March 4th through the 7th, right? So that is starting today and ending on Thursday. If you can sell 3 basic skincare sets with that direct link from your personal website. Now, note, this is from your personal website. It's not spa orders, not from a spa link. It's not for personal orders as a consultant. You are selling 3 where you are sharing that direct product link from your personal website and people are buying from it. Sell 3 basic skincare sets and you'll get a Vital Use Deep Hydrating Cream in that travel size for free. It's not a raffle. It's not a drawing. You just do it, you achieve it, and you get that product for free. So reach out to Cesar once you have achieved that via email or message, and he will get that set up for you. So thank you so much, Cesar, for setting that up. That's very exciting incentive for us to put this to use. Okay. Now, if you are new to Vital Use skincare, which some of you are, if you haven't. If you joined us this past year and you just need a little extra training, you will see that we have lots of different resources available in your virtual office for you to get very familiarized with these products. So first of all, we do have that new wellness event guide, all the new ones that have been revamped this year that are found in your virtual office under spa tools. And these new virtual wellness event, or these new wellness event guides are very easy to follow. So there's a new skincare one. You'll see it has a whole list of what you need for your demonstration, plus some extra ideas of things that are helpful. So this is kind of like your packing list, your to-do list. And then you'll go through each product and you'll see some introductory questions to ask your participants. You'll talk about the benefits, how to demonstrate the product, and what they're ideal for, like what are your primary uses and recommendations for that. So it's really easy to follow. You can take this along with you and read right from it, show other people how easy it is to do your job. Okay. Another thing that you can find is in our product training resources. There is a customer brochure that you can share that's very brief and made for customers' eyes. There's also a consultant product guide, which is kind of medium length that kind of walks you through all the different products. And then there's like the really long, like you are really studying this and getting all the details of how these things work. That is in our training document for vital use. So all three of these are available to you if you go into training product. They're all listed in your virtual office as well. And you can find these in your consultant app as well, just by searching in resources. Okay. Any questions? Go ahead and ask in the chat, and we are happy to check in with you. And then lastly, you also have access to individual product manuals. So most of our vital use line is on your personal website. Now, when I say personal website, that's like before you click on shop, right? Like your personal website, your www.use-usa.com diagonal, and then whatever your handle is. This on your personal website, when you search a product, like I'm on the Vital Use Cleansing Gel, you'll notice that there's this little icon that says download file, and it'll open a PDF that is going to explain. It's like your little manual that I screenshot these and send them to my customers once they bought the product so that they have all the information, but it talks about key ingredients, how to use it, and what it's good for as well. So those are really easy 1-page or 2-page resources to share with your customers once they've bought the products as well. Questions, go ahead and share them in the chat. Okay, now when we are talking about our skincare line or any of our products really, we like to have opportunities to have people test them out in real life, right? Like in person, so that they can really feel the effects and smell the aromas and feel the textures of our products. So today for our prospecting tips, we're talking about vendor events, which is a way to get a really big, widespread audience interested in what you have to offer with Used. So remember, we're talking about prospecting, just the set of marketing and sales strategies that make it possible to acquire new potential customers or consultants for your team. We've talked about the mindsets for success when you are prospecting. So we want to be optimistic, enthusiastic, competitive, confident, relentless, thirsty for knowledge, systematic and efficient, and adaptable and flexible. Those are all kind of key traits for a good salesperson. And so today we're focusing on vendor events. Now, vendor events are also called wellness fairs, bazaars. There's lots of different names for them, but vendor events is when people go up, they set up shop, and they offer something that they sell or that they make and sell. So why should we attend these vendor events with our Used business? So this is a great way to meet new people and pamper them on the spot. So a lot of times I will, in a vendor event, offer like a quick hand care routine or a respiratory care routine, an anti-stress care routine, things like that. So I give them a quick pamper and help them fall in love with the product right away. It's already a shopping environment. Like someone who's going to a vendor event is usually in shopping mode, which is helpful. We have great opportunities for in-person product demonstrations based on people's needs as they walk through and talk with us. We have longer, more authentic conversations with people if we take the time to like ask them questions, get to know them, learn their name, etc. And like really, you don't have to do a very salesy, like it doesn't have to feel very salesy when you do a vendor event. I think that's something that makes people nervous sometimes when you sign up for these. So your focus area can really be to connect and pamper people, right? You're helping them fall in love with the company, with the products we have to offer, with our vibe, with the idea of taking good care of ourselves. You can spotlight a few key needs to demo. So like I said, it kind of depends on our sales and stuff, but I like to do like a hand care spa, a stress relief spa option, and like a respiratory care spa option, because those are needs that people walk in with and they can really feel a difference as they try out our products. So I will put some customer needs cards out on the table, not all of them, but I will select a few, put them out in front of like the different options that I'm offering at my stand. And then as I ask people to kind of look through them and pick something that sounds like something that they need that day. And then I ask some follow-up questions and recommend a use routine for them. So I'm like, oh, you know what? You're experiencing really dry hands today. I have a quick routine that we can try out and see if that helps your hands feel better. And then they get to try it out and feel it for themselves. Then for next steps, you're going to want to either close a sale with them. Some consultants will offer like, oh, if you make your purchase today, it's 10% off, things like that. Like sometimes you have little incentives, or you can give different options for them as well. You might set up a time to meet with them for a one-on-one overview of the product. So they're like, oh, I want to learn more about this. And we set up a time to go grab coffee. I bring my products along and we go through some of their major needs. Or they might set a date for hosting a wellness event where they can learn more about the products along with friends and family. Or you might have like, oh, why don't I write down your number and I'll follow up with you in 2 days and see if you have decided on what you want to try, right? So try to always have a next step set up after you talk with people so that you can take action in some way, shape, or form that is still good for your business and your networking, okay? Now, when packing for a vendor event, it can be a little bit daunting at first. I'm going to show you just kind of like what one of my tables has looked like in the past. Okay, to see, I'll just leave that on. So it's not super cluttered. I don't take a ton of products with me, but a few key things that you will want in your vendor event packing list is, let's see here, tablecloths. So I usually have a white tablecloth, and then I've bought the white, like the little square used tablecloth from Business Resources when I place a consultant order. There's a blue one you can buy sometime, or is the blue one a giveaway? And this is the one that you can buy on Business Tools when you place a consultant order. So you can kind of see what that's like. It's just like a little square tablecloth. I put a white one underneath that. Take your needs cards along and set them in front of some spotlight demo products. Like I said, hand care routine, stress relief routine, respiratory care routine, a skincare routine, whatever you decide to take that day. Take along information printed out about our current promotions. Take along cotton swabs. If you're going to be applying like hand creams, like the sandalwood body butter or a face cream or something like that, you're going to want like little cotton swabs to be able to dip and apply to people so that you're not like digging fingers in and like sharing germs with a lot of people. So keep it sanitary. Cotton swabs or spreading sticks work well for that. You'll want your used quick demonstration guide or something with banners and a logo. So, oh, and I didn't grab mine, but it's like that little like flip book quick demonstration guide that comes with your consultant manual. You'll see mine is right on my video. But I set that up so that they can see, like, it gives credibility to our company to see what the building's like, give a little bit of history, things like that. Like prop that up on your station with some key information about you, because you might be meeting people who are not familiar with the brand yet. Set up a little bit of extra natural, neutral decor. I usually have a few little faux plants. I have a diffuser along. I'll just set up like a few cutesy little things so that I add a little bit of visual appeal to my display. And then I also take along quick reference guides, which are a little 6x9 kind of guides that people can say, oh, I have this need, and these are the products I should use for it. They're really handy. Again, I should have brought those over here with me. Sorry, guys. And in that, I buy these little 6x9 cellophane bags, and I put a couple of samples, my business card or my contact information, and one of those quick reference guides. I bet you can see it in my video. I'll play it again. And I have those ready to give out to customers. I have them kind of organized over here, but I have those ready to give out to customers with all that information in one place. It's a great way for someone who's really interested in the products to get that basic information to kind of flip through at home as well. So that's my basic packing list. I also usually incorporate a raffle into my table so that people are they're doing like a keep in touch raffle. So they write their name, their phone number. You can put little like needs that they might have that they can circle on there so you know how to follow up with them. And then I raffle off like a chamomile hand cream or a pebble diffuser or something like that at the end of the vendor event and contact that person. I also keep a notebook with me to keep track of names and conversations. So like I talked to Debbie, and she is a hairstylist and her hands get really beat up from the chemicals that she's in contact with, things like that. So like I always keep track of what I have talked about. After I've talked to the person and they've walked away, then I take my notes, because you'll meet a lot of people at these things and it will all start to blend together. So take good notes. It'll really be helpful for meaningful follow-ups later. Any questions or any other tips, go ahead and share your own tips in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. What have you done that has worked well for you when doing a vendor event with Yoast? And just a quick reflection. So if you have ever been to a vendor event, right, and you're walking around, what tends to grab your attention and make you visit their stand? What are some things that stand out to you? Is it the decor? Is it their is it whatever they're offering? Is it free samples? What is it that draws you in? Think about that, because you want to really keep in mind your customer's perspective when you're setting up your own station. And how would you prefer that vendors connect with you? What is their tone like? Are they overly excited and yelling in your face, or are they calm and confident, right? What's their body language like? Are they nervous? Are they standoffish? Or are they open? Are they sitting in a place where you can sit with them and have a chat? Really think about what those nonverbal cues are sending to your potential customers. And also, what do they offer? Like for me, I'm like, if they're offering something that serves a purpose for me now, they're giving me like a special treatment now, that draws me in. That's why I offer like a free hand treatment or a respiratory care treatment or something. I want to go and just enjoy like a special pampering moment that benefits me right away. So keep that in mind when you're setting up your stand, is like, what is going to bring your customers in? How should you present yourself? And what's going to help you make the best connection with them and a lasting impression that really sticks with them and makes them want to follow up with you later, right? So it's a really great opportunity to meet lots of new people. I have had people sign up from consultants, like literally sign up as consultants. Like they went to a vendor event, tried, 31 herbal oil because they had a headache, walked around the vendor event, came back and were like, I love this stuff. I want to join as a consultant to get discounts on it. Like it can be a really amazing experience once you get the hang of how to do it with calm confidence and really connect with people. Okay, any questions or other reflections, feel free to share it in the chat. But it's a really great opportunity for prospecting for new customers and consultants. All right, so speaking of growing in our teams, let's talk a little bit about Switzerland 2025. I know we went over the overview last week of what that trip looks like. Today, we want to help you just a little bit to make sure that you know where the relevant reports are that you're going to need to keep track of these things. And we're going to help you kind of calculate, just kind of do like some base calculations for what your baselines are going to look like. So we are going to work on calculating goals. Today, we're only going to talk about consultant goals because I feel like our consultants are the ones who are going to need the most help with finding reports and things like that throughout this process. But remember that this program for Journey to the Origin to travel to Switzerland in 2025, this is available to consultants and leaders. It's looking at our incremental performance growth March through December of this year. So it starts this month. Our goal, like the ultimate goal, if you want a paid trip to Switzerland, airfare voucher included and everything, you want to achieve your goals 8 out of these 10 months. March through December, you want to achieve your incremental growth 8 out of the 10 months to get all of those things paid. And we're going to work on determining our baseline. So all these incremental growth things are based on a baseline. We'll talk about how that's calculated. And we just want to be a little better every month. Like they are very attainable goals that just help us focus on growing a little bit at a time, doing one more thing to get that extra sale, that extra consultant, etc. Now, it might be helpful if you haven't done so already, whether it's on a piece of paper, whether it's on a spreadsheet, whatever you need, just know what your baseline is for starters. And all of us are going to have some kind of sales goals to meet and consultant active status or activity goals to meet. So kind of set up a way to track your goals. What do you need and what do you achieve so that you have your own record of this, right? And just get that set up so that you're organized and ready to go, and keep that in mind. Set it, like plaster it up right on your workspace so that you're paying attention to that. Now, consultants, let's go through what your goals are going to look like. And just a heads up, the company is going to be sending you these baselines. So I'm going to show you what they are and what they consist of, but the company is going to be reaching out and sending you what your baselines are, what you need to achieve, etc. but it's still good to know, where are your reports? What does this look like? Where are these numbers coming from? Because it's kind of a complicated process. So just let us know if you have any questions as we go along, but do know that the company is sending you your baseline information. Leaders, also remember that your process looks a little bit different, but I know that you guys are really good at having your access to your FAQ document and finding reports in virtual office already. So consultants, you are going to be focusing on two main areas to earn your trip to Switzerland: your incremental personal sales goals and your incremental number of personally enrolled active consultants. Okay, so let me show you what those two things are going to look like. First of all, when we're talking about our incremental personal sales, that first criteria, that first requirement, you're going to be focusing on, okay, you have this baseline that the company is going to share with you, and you want to increase your personal sales $100 over that baseline every month. Yes, so it doesn't, like, if you have a really good month and you have really high personal sales that's above and beyond, that's okay. It's not going to make the next month harder. It's all focused on a baseline, right? So you have this baseline. Each month you want to go $100 farther than that baseline. Okay. To calculate your personal sales baseline, here's where you go. Again, the company will send this out, but I want you to know where this is as well. So you're going to go into your virtual office and go into main menu and dashboard. Okay. And you're going to find a bar graph that gives you information about your personal sales. This is also helpful when you're looking at your 3-month sales and you want to see exactly what that looks like, to be sure, if you're ever close on something and you want to make sure you're staying active, this is a good place to go for that as well. So we're going to look at this bar graph. I made an example one for you here, and it's going to show you your PSV, personal sales volume, for the last 6 months. And you'll notice that it says the month underneath: December, January, February. Those are the 3 months that we are using to find our baseline. So if in the month of December 2023, I had this 326.50 in personal sales, January 375.84, and February 355 with 62 cents, I'm going to take those 3 numbers, because my baseline is coming from those 3 months, December, January, and February, and I'm going to add them together and divide by 3. Okay, so if I add those numbers together, I get 1,057.96. I divide that by 3. Now that gives me 352 with 65 cents. That is my baseline. It is the average of those last 3 months, December, January, February. I've divided it by, added them together, divided by 3. That's my baseline. So I'm going to go back to my chart. My baseline for personal sales volume as a consultant is $352.65. The company is going to send me this information and I will know about that. Now that means that in March, I want to do 100 more than that. I want $452.65 in personal sales or more. The following month, $500.52 or $552.65 or more. Does that make sense? That is what our baseline is coming from. Okay. Then the second part of a consultant's requirements to earning this trip is looking at how many active consultants you have on your team. So this, even if you are still building your team and recruiting more members on your team, you can still make this happen either way. I love how flexible this is. We're going to find how many active consultants we have by looking at a few reports. Okay, so our goal with active consultants as a consultant is you want to have a baseline, which the company is going to share with you. And each month you want one more person on your personally enrolled list of consultants that you have onboarded and enrolled and used. You want one more person to be considered active. Now, when we say active consultants and the consultant rankings here, we're saying a consultant who's active sells $100 or more during the month. Okay, that makes them count as an active consultant. So to calculate our personally enrolled active consultants baseline, there's a little report that's called Team Productivity Report. So go to your virtual office, go to Reports, and go to Team Productivity. This is helpful for anyone who's a leader as well, just to know what 3-month sales look like and things like that. So you'll see a report that kind of looks like this. Your first step will be to set the dates for only the month of February 2024. So there's these little calendars here. Our baseline is coming from only the month of February for this requirement. Okay, so look at just the month of February, and you'll see there's a personal sales. Oh, and then you click search. Okay, then you'll see that there's a personal sales column here for each person on your list. And you're going to go in and count how many people had $100 or more in personal sales, whether they sold it through their website, they placed an order, doesn't matter. Personal sales volume 1, 2, I see 3 people who had $100 or more on this list. Okay, that means that my baseline is 3 active consultants on my personally sponsored list. Okay, now that's my baseline. And so as a consultant, I want next month, I want out of my list of consultants, I want 4 people to be considered active, which means 4 people have placed an order or sold at least $100 worth of product, and it'll be 5 the following month, 6, 7, and we keep growing like that. Okay. Any questions so far? And one common question that people tend to ask is, it doesn't have to be the same people. It doesn't matter. It could be existing consultants, new consultants that you've just onboarded. It doesn't matter. It's just counting the total number of people on this report that have reached $100 or more in personal sales volume. Questions? Okay. All right. And what do consultants earn when they meet these incremental goals? 8 out of the 10 months, March through December, they earn, well, 3 out of the 10 gets us an exclusive training with Annette Misrai. 7 out of 10 gets us our stay in Switzerland, the 5-day stay in Switzerland. And if we reach the 8 out of 10, we get a $1,350 cash bonus to pay for the airfare as well, right? So it's the approximate cost of a ticket. So it's going to cover the majority of our travel. So that's why I said your goal is to achieve this at least 8 of the 10 months. And remember, they go incremental each month. Okay, so write this on your vision board, make yourself a note, put a picture of yourself in Switzerland up on that vision board, make that little chart so you're keeping track of your incremental growth, and be watching for that email, that information with your baseline data so that you can keep growing in these 2 different areas. Okay, all right. Leaders, remember your qualifications are a little bit different, so refer back to our other training for those details. Okay. All right, now our last thing is our tech tip. So since it is the month of March, we just want to go through a really important thing, which is updating our LinkTree. So you should have on your calendar at the beginning of each month, as soon as you get we got the March promotions in, you should be going into your LinkTree and updating a few things, because a lot of us, you're not only going to talk about promotions on your social media and things like that, but it is kind of a focus area for a lot of us, right? It's a great selling point, etc. So go into your LinkTree at the beginning of every month and update your links a little bit. What does that look like? Okay, so first of all, why do we use LinkTree? Let us know in the chat if you already do use LinkTree, just an I do or a raised hand, whatever you need. Why do we use LinkTree for our use business? Okay, a LinkTree is a place, it's like a website that you set up, right? That keeps all of your key links in one place. So you can share your LinkTree link and keep a bunch of other links organized there and modify them each month. And you still just have that one LinkTree link to share, okay? You can update this regularly to match your sales or your focus for the month. It can be shared as a short link. I put mine up as an example, or even you can get a QR code for it. They're both available on the share button when you log into your LinkTree. And you can share these into your Instagram bio, put them on your business cards. I make little address label stickers with these on it to put on my quick reference guides and things like that I'm handing out to new prospects, so that they have a quick way to access all of this information. So it's really handy, and it's a way to share one link, but you can keep updating what it involves, right? And they're just pretty, right? It just makes all of our links into these cute little buttons that people can press on. Okay, so how do we get started with this? If you don't already have a LinkTree, go in and sign up for free and start creating your own LinkTree. A lot of us already have done this, but you'll go to linktr.ee or linktr.ee/admin, either one. Make sure you're logging in so that you're seeing your own LinkTree that you've already started. And then here, there's lots of different options for editing what's going to be available to people on your link tree. You have the add link button. You have the little pencil that lets you add the name of the button or the link that's attached to it. And you can also see the preview. What does my link tree look like? That's over on the side. Okay, you can change your profile picture, the little frame around it. You can do all kinds of things with that. Okay, then how do I add my product links to my link tree? Well, we just talked about getting product links, right? But you go into your personal website from a browser, you click on shop, you open a product, you copy the URL, right? We do all of those things that we just talked about. You copy that direct link to a product and you take it over to your link tree. You click add link to create a new button. You copy and paste, right? You copy and paste your direct product link in there and you can give it a name, right? So this top line will be like what the name of the little button shows for your customers. And easy peasy, right? So you just add the links to it. Now, you're going to notice that you can update certain things. You can change the order of your buttons by dragging on the left side and dragging them up and down. You can also toggle them on and off with the little toggle switch that's on the right-hand side. So if you are updating your links, you don't have to delete anything. Don't delete them. Just turn off a link that you don't want prioritized for the time being and add the other ones, and you can turn them on and off depending on what your focus area is each month. Okay. All right. Any questions about updating your link tree with those direct product links? Please let us know. Feel free to share your link tree, like your shared link, with me or Cesar or Cynthia. If you ever just want us to check it out and make sure that everything is working properly, we are happy to help with that. Okay. All right, so let's wrap up with this week's call to action. This month, we want you to update your link tree with the March promos and your focus areas for this month. We want you to sell 3 Vital Use basic skincare sets with a direct product link from your personal website to receive a free travel size redensifying night cream. And that is March 4th through 7th. Mark that on your to-do list. Incorporate 1 new consultant or PCC member, and work on selling at least $300 in products or sets. Okay. Any questions? Go ahead and share them in the chat. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone who has joined us live and went through our training today. And stay tuned, those of you who are here with us in Zoom, for a few time-sensitive reminders.